Good morning and welcome to our special broadcast, where we bring you the most important headlines shaping our nation today. As the sun rises over cities big and small, Americans everywhere are starting their day, eager to learn what's new and what matters most. We're grateful to have you with us, whether you're tuning in from home, on your commute, or catching up during a busy morning. Your curiosity and engagement are what drive us to deliver the news that impacts your life. Today is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. Across the country, stories are unfolding that reflect the challenges, hopes, and changes of our time. From the halls of government to the stages of our favorite musicians, there's a lot to cover. In the world of politics, a major American city is experiencing a dramatic shift in leadership. This unexpected turn of events could set the stage for new policies and priorities, and may even inspire similar changes in other cities across the nation. The eyes of the country are watching closely to see what happens next. Meanwhile, a familiar voice from our recent past, a former president, has stepped back into the spotlight to share thoughts on the current state of the economy. With inflation, jobs, and the cost of living on everyone's mind, this perspective is sparking conversations in households and boardrooms alike. And in the world of music, we pause to honor the life and legacy of Raul Malo, the beloved frontman of the Mavericks. His unique voice and heartfelt performances touched countless fans, and his recent passing leaves a void in the hearts of music lovers everywhere. Today we remember his contributions and celebrate the joy he brought to so many. These stories, a political upset, a national economic debate, and a heartfelt cultural farewell, paint a vivid picture of where we stand as a nation. They remind us that our country is always evolving, shaped by the people, ideas, and events that define each day. So, as we dive into today's coverage, let's begin with the surprising political news coming out of sunny South Florida, a story that could have ripple effects far beyond the region. In Miami, Democratic candidate Eileen Higgins has made history, becoming the city's first Democratic mayor since the 1990s. Her victory in a runoff against Republican Emilio Gonzalez, who was backed by former President Trump, defied expectations in a city with deep Republican roots. Higgins, a Miami-Dade County commissioner, focused her campaign on local issues, transportation, housing, and small business support. Her message of making Miami more affordable and responsive resonated with voters across backgrounds. The win marks a new chapter for Miami, signaling openness to new leadership and ideas. For a city that's a gateway to Latin America and a cultural hub, this election is being watched nationwide. Eileen Higgins' win is a major boost for Democrats, showing they can succeed in diverse urban areas by focusing on affordability and quality of life. The loss of Trump-backed Gonzalez highlights that high-profile endorsements aren't always decisive. Voters want real solutions. Strategists from both parties will study this outcome as they prepare for future elections. As mayor, Higgins is expected to prioritize climate resilience and tackle Miami's housing crisis. Her leadership could bring Miami closer to federal efforts on infrastructure and social programs. This result challenges the idea that Florida is solidly Republican, keeping the state firmly in play. The big question: can this Democratic momentum spread to other cities? Meanwhile, former President Trump made headlines with a campaign-style speech in Pennsylvania, focusing on the economy. He touted his record of low unemployment and economic growth, contrasting it with today's rising prices and inflation. Trump argued that current policies have made life more expensive, promising to restore prosperity with lower taxes and more jobs. Pennsylvania's working-class voters, crucial to his past victories, were his target audience. The rally echoed his familiar America First agenda, energizing supporters and highlighting deep divisions over economic policy. Trump's message: he's the one to fix the economy. But his vision faces skepticism from those who blame his administration for today's challenges. Trump's focus on the economy taps into widespread anxiety about rising costs. An NBC News poll shows 2/3 of Americans feel the current administration hasn't done enough to address inflation. This concern cuts across party lines, as families struggle with higher prices for food, housing, and transportation. The affordability crisis is personal. Parents worry about groceries, young people about home ownership. Many Americans are looking for leaders with real solutions to ease their financial burden. As the next election approaches, the economy will be the defining issue. Whoever convinces voters they can restore stability will have a major advantage. On a somber note, the music world mourns the loss of Raul Malo, the powerful and unmistakable voice of the Mavericks, who has died at the age of 60. His passing marks the end of an era for fans of genre-blending music and heartfelt storytelling. Malo's presence, both on and off the stage, touched countless lives, and his absence will be deeply felt by all who knew his work. His wife, Betty Malo, confirmed his passing after what she described as a courageous and dignified battle with cancer. Throughout his illness, Betty stood by his side, offering unwavering support and love. Their bond was evident to all who saw them together, and her strength during this difficult time has been an inspiration to many. Malo's health struggles began in early 2024, when he was diagnosed with colon cancer. Despite aggressive treatment and the best efforts of his medical team, his journey was further complicated by a rare neurological condition that affected his brain and spinal cord. These challenges tested his resilience, but Malo faced them with the same determination and grace that defined his career. Even as his health declined, Malo remained remarkably open with his fans. He shared honest updates about his condition, expressing gratitude for the outpouring of support he received from around the world. Through heartfelt messages, intimate performances, and candid reflections, he continued to connect with his audience, reminding everyone of the power of vulnerability and community. Born and raised in Miami to Cuban immigrant parents, Raul Malo's musical journey began at a young age. Surrounded by the vibrant sounds of his heritage, he developed a love for music that would shape his life. In 1989, he co-founded The Mavericks, a band that would go on to break boundaries by blending country, rock, and Latin influences into a sound all their own. Malo's soaring tenor voice and fearless approach to genre made the Mavericks stand out in the music world. His ability to infuse emotion into every note, combined with the band's eclectic style, earned them a devoted following and critical acclaim. Audiences were captivated by his passionate performances and the genuine warmth he brought to every stage. Since the news of his passing, tributes have poured in from fans, fellow musicians, and industry leaders across the globe. Many have shared stories of his kindness, generosity, and the profound impact his music had on their lives. Memorials and musical tributes have sprung up in cities worldwide, celebrating his legacy and the joy he brought to so many. Raul Malo's death leaves a void in the world of music that will be impossible to fill. His artistry, spirit, and humanity will be remembered for generations, and his songs will continue to inspire and comfort those who loved him. As we say goodbye, we honor a true original whose voice will echo on. With Raul Malo at the helm, the Mavericks transformed country music in the 1990s. Their vibrant fusion of genres brought new energy and inclusivity to Nashville, with hits like Dance the Night Away. Malo's voice, often compared to Roy Orbison, was both classic and uniquely his own, blending crooning with Latin flair. The Mavericks won a Grammy and expanded the definition of country music, embracing global influences. Malo's solo work explored Latin, jazz, and acoustic styles, showcasing his versatility. As a Cuban American, he inspired Latino artists to embrace their heritage in mainstream music. His music built bridges and celebrated America's diversity. The Mavericks' sound remains timeless, inspiring generations to come. Raul Malo faced his illness with remarkable courage, never shying away from sharing his journey with the world. He was open about his struggles, using his platform to inspire others who might be facing similar battles. Through heartfelt interviews and candid moments, Raul showed a vulnerability that only made his fans love him more. He wanted people to know that even in the darkest times, hope and music could light the way forward. As he continued to perform and connect with his audience, Raul deepened his bond with fans everywhere. He greeted them with warmth and gratitude, always taking time to listen to their stories and share a laugh or a smile. For Raul, his fans were like an extended family, and he cherished every moment spent with them, both on and off the stage. His family remembers him as a loving husband and devoted father, someone who always put their happiness above all else. Whether it was a quiet evening at home or a lively family gathering, Raul's presence filled the room with warmth and laughter. His greatest joy was undoubtedly his family. He found strength and comfort in their love, and they, in turn, drew inspiration from his resilience and optimism. Raul's legacy as a family man is as enduring as his music. Even in his final days, Raul wanted his fans to remember him not with sadness, but with celebration. He encouraged everyone to find joy in the music, to come together and dance, and to let the rhythms of life lift their spirits. His wish was for his legacy to be one of happiness and unity. "Put on a Mavericks record, turn it up loud, and dance the night away," his wife wrote, echoing Raul's own philosophy. He believed that music had the power to heal, to bring people together, and to create memories that would last a lifetime. Raul Malo truly believed in music's power to heal and connect us all, no matter where we come from or what we're going through. His performances were more than just concerts. They were celebrations of life, love, and togetherness. His legacy isn't just measured in awards or accolades, but in the countless lives he touched through his songs and his spirit. The trophies on his shelf are symbols, but the real reward was the happiness he brought to so many. The joy his music brought to audiences around the world is a testament to his talent and his heart. Fans will always remember the way his songs made them feel, uplifted, understood, and united. Even as he faced his own mortality, Raul focused on bringing people together through music, reminding us all of the beauty in shared experiences and the comfort of community. Raul Malo's sound will live on, a joyful, timeless reminder of a truly special artist whose music and spirit continue to inspire, comfort, and unite us all. Today's stories reflect the heart of America, our politics, economy, and culture. Miami's election shows how communities can drive change and demand leaders who address real needs. Trump's speech and the inflation debate highlight the economic anxieties shaping our national conversation. How we respond will define the next chapter for American families. Raul Malo's passing reminds us of the power of art to unite and inspire. Together, these events capture a nation evolving, facing challenges, celebrating creativity, and finding hope. Understanding these stories helps us understand ourselves and where we're headed.